Hey folks, it's Eddie G, DM Fumble, and today we're going to do an unboxing video of the new Lego Dungeons & Dragons collectible minifigures. Now, as I mentioned before, these were made available starting September 1st. They are priced at around $4.99 each, US dollars, and there are 12 in the series. They are in what are called blind boxes, so that you don't know what you're getting until you actually purchase it and open it up and see what you've got. At least that's kind of the story, but not really. There's actually a code on the bottom of the box, and with the proper application, one is called Brick Search, the other one is called Minifig Scan, at least for the iPhone. There might be different ones for Android and other platforms. You can scan a part of the barcode bottom and actually find out what's inside of it before you even open it up. So, for example, I have this old box, but the codes are still the same concept. You'll see here a little square box. There we go, come into focus. You'll see that little square box on the side with the applications that I mentioned previously. You can actually scan the code and find out what's inside the box. This way, if you're looking to make a complete set, you can do that relatively easily and not have to buy too many duplicates that you don't want. With that said, I have a set of 12 minifigures here, which is an actual complete set. So while I have a complete set, one of each of the 12 minifigures, I don't know which one I'm going to be opening when we do the live unboxing. I'll actually get to see them for the first time, up close and in person. I'll include commentary and thoughts, especially how it relates to Dragonlance. Also, any Lego trivia that I can include. Stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show off a custom minifig that I created for a particular character that I'm quite fond of. Yeah, it's a Dragonlance character. Stick around to the end so you can see what that one looks like. We will be taking a brief break. I'm going to show a video how those scanning applications work, and then we're going to come back to my overhead camera setup where we can look at the live unboxing for each of these 12 Dungeons & Dragons collectible minifigures. See you soon. Hey folks, here's our scanner demo. Once we have the application loaded on our phone and we've allowed access to the camera on the phone, we can begin using the scanner button, which is the blue button located in the bottom center of the application. Once we press the blue scanning button, the scanning window comes into view. Now we can scan the barcode on the bottom of the blind box, and we can see what figure is actually inside the box. Okay, so that's how the Brick Search app works, and the Minifig scan basically works the same way. There's other features and functionality in both apps, but for the most part, what you really want to do is be able to scan those codes at the bottom, know what you're getting before you have to open the box. So there you go. For this part of the video, I accidentally lost the audio, so I'm going to attempt to re-record what I was saying when I did this original video the first time, at least what I think I was saying. Anyway, the point here is I want to open up the box and confirm that I actually have the Pet Groomer minifig that we saw when I scanned that barcode at the bottom of the box. Okay, let's open up and confirm what we should have. Oh, there goes the runaway head. Come on back. Move some things out of the way, and we can see that we definitely have the Pet Groomer that we saw in the scan. The body and the head all nicely fit together. We've got a nice hair piece that sits on top. And we can see that it looks like the Pet Groomer has a cochlear implant, something that LEGO's been doing more with their city line of minifigures, including more diversity in their characters. We've got a pair of scissors for the groomer and a base plate for it to stand on. You can see a second pair of scissors below. That's because LEGO often will include extra smaller items in boxes and other sets. We've got this Weimaraner dog. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Kind of fancy dog. I don't know if it would be useful in D&D much, but maybe for a noble to show off his status. He could have a fancy breed of dog. LEGO does make other breeds of dog in minifigure form that could easily be used and have a little bit more usefulness in a D&D game. Even some parts of this body, the torso, definitely the legs, could probably be used in another Lego D&D style minifigure. This is the Lego base plate. Standard base plate for minifigures is 3 studs deep, 4 studs wide, usually black, although they've done some custom colors in the past. And we can see that we can put the minifig on the side, or in the middle, or off to the side, which allows a little extra space if we want to squeeze in an accessory, or in this case, a dog. Now let's start opening up some of those actual D&D minifigs. Okay, shake around. Let's open up our first minifig. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty, put them out here. First minifig on the list we can see is the Bard. And in every packet we're going to get a sheet that shows all the different minifigs. Let's move this over a little bit. So as you can see on the list here, we've got 12 figures. And you'll notice that some of them are color-coded blue, while 5 of them are color-coded red. These represent our villainous type figures. Although Lady of Pain, I'm not sure how you classify her. The blue ones are clearly our heroes. So we've got that as our checklist. On the back, we've got instructions on how to build certain things, such as the Druid's Staff, how to put together Tasha's book. One of these will come inside every minifig box. For the bases, normally as you saw with the Pet Groomer, we had just a blank base or just a blank black base. Blah. For the Lego ones, we've got a nice printed base that has stone pattern, at least on part of it. Now, it is still the same 3 deep by 4 wide. I had previously said in an earlier video that if Lego would have made this as a 3 by 3 base, and then, 3 by 3 base, you would get a perfect square that is basically just a breadth under 1 inch by 1 inch, which would have been perfect for battle maps. Unfortunately, they didn't listen to me and still made it the traditional 3 by 4. You can see here it still fits mostly. It spills over a little bit on the sides. We're going to get one of those with every creature. Now we've got our figure. So we've got our legs. This is a wonderful leg pattern that we can clearly use for multiple figures. We've got a nice vest, arms, gloves, which is nice because it makes it a little bit more generic, that we can easily swap this in for other headpieces. If we want to make it, instead of being an elven bard, we can make it a human with just a different headpiece. Anyway, like I mentioned before, we have a male head and a female head. And again, we've got alternate faces for them in actual singing mode. We've got a nice scarf to put over our bard. For this one, I'm going to go with the female face. Put her here. And then if I'm ever playing a game and I need a male bard instead, I could easily swap this head out or use this head for another creation. Put the hair on the right way so you can see her face. You can see the ears sticking out. This is wonderful. And then this is the lute that she'll be playing. This is an existing piece, but a new print for the lute. So if you want to track down the other piece, and again, like I said, I'll do a video on how to get third-party Lego elements. On the back, there's a little peg. That peg will go in the hand. And then we can just position it however we want to make it look like it's playing a nice, rousing song. When it's time for combat, our female bard can draw her rapier. This rapier is in a nice, they call it pearl gold. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. And like I mentioned, we've got a second version of the weapon. Anyway, that is our elven bard. Next up, we have... Ooh, very cool, very cool. All right, so again, this is going to be our Mind Flayer. This is a great figure. I love the head sculpt, custom head sculpt to make this look right. And all the detail on the back of the head is just wonderful. This is a super, super creepy creature. What I also love is that we've got printing on the arms, on the back, even on the cape, bottom of the cape. This could easily be used for a black wizard in Dragonlance. especially if we swap out the hands, or use a different torso piece. There's some great torso pieces from Star Wars that we could use to kind of build out that robed wizard. Put him together, put him on his base. His accessory is the Intellect Devourer. And here's something very cool that I found out. Let's bring in our bard previously. As you may know, one of the things an Intellect Devourer will do will attack the head and actually insert itself in place of the target's brain. So what we can do is we can actually take the hairpiece off. There is an opening stud here that we can, or what they call an anti-stud. So we can actually put the Intellect Devourer on top of the creature, or in this case the bard, as though it is attacking and attempting to burrow in and take over this creature. That, I think, is super, super cool. Yeah, definitely love the Mind Flayer. Want more of him, her, it, whatever it might be. Great figure. Also, this figure is designed so that the feet can fit onto a stud with proper gripping power. So again, it could be on top of a humanoid's head, or it could be on the ground. All right, let's put him there. Again, put the Mind Flayer off to the side. Great figure. Next up, okay, we've got Tasha the Witch Queen. Great leg piece, great torso piece, plenty of detail. Again, detail on the arms. These are called dual molded legs, where it's black on the bottom, half gray on the top. Printing on the top or on the front of the legs. Back printing, like I said, arm printing. Great figure so far. Two faces, stern look, and then maybe her laughter. She is known for her hideous laughter spell. What is great is that when we zoom in here, you will see that she has the marking on her cheek that she is very well known for. And that little birthmark is also another mark that she's often seen depicted in various pieces of art as having. So they have certainly made sure to reproduce that on both sides of the face. She has this wonderful hair piece, which is a big flowing piece of hair and a gray hat. This hair piece actually was first used in the Hocus Pocus set that came out maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and is slightly recolored for use here. Tasha is very well known as having her cauldron, and for her cauldron we have 2 pieces of purple fire that we can just kind of toss in there. We've got her book, her hideous laughter spell. I'll have to do a little checking to make sure if that's her actual sigil. I would expect it to be. And then the bottom is probably just some, magical writing, just nondescript. The piece, this little tile piece, fits in here. This is the bottom of the book. Snaps in there nice and tight. This is the cover. Nice little magical design on the top. That will snap on the top of here. And that allows us to open the book whenever we want to see what's inside. And because of this rounded portion on the side, she can hold this book as though she's reading the spell whenever she wants. So that's Tasha, her cauldron, and one of her most famous spells. Hey folks, are you enjoying this video? Do you like this channel? Consider hitting the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can find out when new content is available. Also, it helps feed the algorithm so other people can find this great content. And now, back to the show. Who else do we got here? All right, let's open up another figure. What we have here is our Dwarven Barbarian. These are called short legs, tiny legs. These do fold so that the character can sit down. And you'll notice that compared to a regular set of minifig legs, they are noticeably shorter. Therefore, we get short characters like children. So these were originally used for Harry Potter children. Again, great arm printing, nice little horn, possibly a drinking skin on the back. We've got the fur elements on the torso, but if we want to go a step further, we can add this furred collar. This was first used for the penguin minifigure from Batman. This is the male version. We can see a little bit of a beard, nice stern face. Let's do the male stern face. We've got a nice headpiece. We can give him a torch. This was originally, I think, a spyglass piece originally, but when we put it like this and we add a little flame to the top, especially an orange flame, it can look like a nice torch. All right, so you can see where you're going. Stick, and we've got this new double-bladed axe. Now there is an existing axe blade. We can easily snap it in hand, and our Dwarven Barbarian is ready to rage and fight. Cheers. Till next time.